Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Dad Bear DIY and the next installment of our 1999 Jeep Cherokee interior refresh series. I'm going to apologize for not having a formal intro taped. I actually screwed that up, camera operator error. But today, in this video, what we're going to do is we are going to install some insulation on the roof of our Jeep, and that's going to involve, of course, cleaning and degreasing, and then we're going to cut out some insulation that I've purchased and install that in the roof. That'll go underneath the headliner. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the information on the parts we used in this, but links will be in the description. If this is your first time checking out the channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and share. And this is what we've got. So the insulation material that we used is from U.S. Energy Products. It's a part of a vehicle insulation kit. It's 1/4 inch thick reflective foam core insulation. And to hold that up, we're using a Loctite 200 high performance spray adhesive. And then finally, to cut the items, we're using something I've been looking forward to trying out. It's a Pink Power electric shears. Saw these used at a fabric store and was just blown away with them. Had to get it. And again, all the links to this will be in the description. A little later on, we do end up using some sound deadener rollers that I also purchased. I'll throw that link in the description too, but that's more primarily for the sound deadening afterward. So I'm going to go ahead and let this run. If you got any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, anything, just throw them in the comments. Look forward to seeing those. And again, thank you for checking out the video. Sorry I didn't get the intro taped like I had hoped, but I really do hope you like the video. So I'll talk to you at the end. Thanks again. Bye.
Hey guys, real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and make use of this rolling tool. I know I didn't put this in the tools to be used. This is coming up later for the sound deadener, but also got this off Amazon, and I'll go ahead and put the link for those, of course, in the description. But just to put light pressure on this, it doesn't need the same kind of rolling as the sound deadener does. All right, so before I do this last piece, it's a little bit different just because some of the, I'm going to say adhesive, but this factory, yeah, it's an adhesive kind of insulator that they put in certain places between the actual roof panel and these support bars, sticks out into this area a little more. So if I've cut my sheet right, let me dry fit it, but I may have to kind of trim around those. So just letting you know. Kind of, I partly covered up the holes where the rear speaker mount assembly goes in, but there is still room, and I can always make a relief cut in that. That should be good. Wiring harness routes a little differently on this side, so I'm not going to put anything right here. It's a smaller area. I don't know if it would really do any if the benefit would be substantial enough to justify it. So, well, guys, we got this insulation installed, at least to the best of my knowledge. I may find out that some pieces have come loose and we'll have to retack them, but this is basically what my plan was for this material. Again, this is not specifically sound deadening material, and I've got actual sound deadener for that. I'm not so much worried about sound coming from the roof though. So my primary concern with putting this up was to help reduce or kind of maintain a more comfortable average temperature in the cabin. I'm in Florida. It gets hot. That was the reason why I went with an aluminum color when I painted the Jeep, to get off of a dark color to help reflect some of that light and hopefully reduce some of the heat buildup in the car. The new tent helps with the heat temperature inside the car. This will hopefully help. It will also provide a little bit more, it'll give a little bit of sound deadening, you know, to help with interior ambient sound. When I eventually replace the stereo with something that has phone capability where I'm doing hands-free talking, I want Mom Bear to be able to hear me, or whoever I'm talking to. So, and that's really been the biggest complaint I've had, or not even complaint, it's the thing that's probably bothered me the most having the Jeep. It's just ambient, it's loud, and that's to be expected. It's an older vehicle, it's got its creaks and all that kind of stuff. But if I can do this and help reduce that noise while I've got the headliner out, even better. So that's what we did. I bought 3 yards of this material. I may have a yard of it. Maybe. Close. And that's with trimming out the pieces to do on the sides. If you don't do those sides, then I'm pretty sure you could probably get away with 2 yards. This is 4 feet by I can't remember if it was 8 foot or not. When I put the link in the description, you'll be able to see. But when you order it, your units are a yard. So if you're buying 3 yards of this material in the quantity, if I'm correct, if I remember this right, you put 3. That way you get 3 yards. So just make sure you read those descriptions. And if you're not sure or it's not clear enough, ask a question before you buy it. The adhesive started off bad. It got better. I don't know why it got better, but it got better. Maybe I hadn't seated the nozzle well enough. That's possible. I hadn't seated the nozzle well enough. It got better. You probably definitely want, if you're doing this, spray the inside of the roof panel and then spray the inside of the insulation. Yeah. The measurements for the first panel up front was roughly 45 inches long, 22 inches deep, and we had to trim the corners, and I took maybe almost an inch off of that in the front. The overhead light, you can actually slide the material up underneath that almost all the way. You pull down just a little bit and you can slide it all the way up. That helped me hold it in place. That's what I was doing up there. So this piece here, you've got more room on the edges for kind of tucking it into those inches. So instead of 45 inches long on this panel, I went 46. It's 26 inches deep. So you got 45 and 22 on the front. You're going to have to trim at the round edges. 46 and 26 here in the middle. And here was 45 and 16. And like I said, I trim in the corners here and around this adhesive slash insulation goo that's up here. So those are the size of the panels. That's it for this right now. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If you watched the whole video, hey man, I really appreciate it. I know there's most of it's time lapse. Like I tried to get these particular videos down to decent times. But thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, subscribe. And do us a favor, hit that like button. And if you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can see when we got new stuff coming out. It's taken me a long time to do this, but I am doing it little bits at a part. That's why we're seeing so many videos in this particular series. So if you hit that notification bell, you'll know when we got new stuff coming out. So other than that, share it. And you know what? We'll hit it up next time. I'll figure out which part we're going to move to next. I wanted to get this done. Actually, I know what we're going to be doing next. We're going to be hitting the small surface rust spots in the floor pan. I wanted to do this before I did that. So I hope this stays. I really do. And I think instead of a wire wheel, because some of those spaces are a little bit tight, I may end up using a pneumatic descaler, or a needle gun for you Navy guys who've done deck work. We're very familiar with those. Had to get one when I saw it. I was like, I know that tool inside and out. So use that to clean those spots up. I've got the rust restorer ready to go. When that's done, we'll get that down. We'll finish cleaning up everything, and then we'll break out the sound deadener and go from there. So guys, until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and always, always, always be safe. And I will see you on the other side.
But until then, I should go.